New Dragon Age. The Veilguard trailer shows... We see the same thing? Or do they have something else? Because look at what she's writing. Dragon Age. The Veilguard trailer shows off stylish combat, hard choices, and unique art direction. Did we watch the same trailer that this lady watched? Like, what? What hard choices? What stylish combat? What, I mean, uniquely bad art direction, maybe. Uniquely worse art direction, perhaps? Who is this? You know, I'm curious. Oh. She plays Apex Legends. Well, you know, if Apex Legends is your main game, you know, maybe this does have a lot of depth for this game for her. Let us get started. There we go. Okay. Well, if I don't know if you know the Dragon Age series, but Dragon Age just came out with a brand new game. They revealed it at the Xbox Games Showcase. They revealed a very short trailer, and it looked okay. I mean, it looked very off-key, I guess, for Dragon Age, but it didn't look terrible. And but it showed no gameplay. And then they released a 20-minute gameplay reveal. And so we're going to look up the gameplay reveal. I've been seeing people mauled about this all day today. So I'm very curious what this is going to be like. Let's check it out. There we go. I'll give you my honest opinion, always with authenticity. Let's see. This is our first look at the Veilguard. The following footage was captured from software in development and takes place very early in the game. It has been edited for brevity and to avoid major spoilers. That makes sense. This makes sense. Let's see it.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met.
I can already say, this guy, the dwarf, they showed his voice in the original, like, you know, little, like, minute-long trailer. His voice is perfect for a dwarf. I love his dwarf voice. That, I mean, just a small tidbit, but when people get dwarves right, dwarves are my favorite fantasy race, it's just a special little important tidbit for me. We're starting out positive.
Solace, I believe her.
Let's see.
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
Okay. Aesthetic-wise, I don't think I've ever seen, like, you know, any screenshot or anything of Dragon Age, of any Dragon Age game that looks like this aesthetic. This looks, I don't know, interesting. I actually don't mind it. It looks nice. I like the vibe check so far.
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual.
To interact,
Find
okay.
Dallas and stop Solus.
Okay, this is very far from normal. Okay. Okay, so one thing that is good is one of my favorite parts of the original Dragon Age was playing out each backstory. Now, I know Dragon Age 2, which I didn't play, and Inquisition, which I never played, did not have backstories. But, yeah, level 1 correct to level 100 boss meme. Oh my god. I didn't even think of that. It's so good. The mobile games. But yeah, the fact that there's backstories again, that is nice. I like this. I do like this. Dragon Age 2 was terrible. I heard it was really, really bad. But yeah, I played through every single backstory of Dragon Age Origins. This is one of my favorite parts of playing that entire game. Granted, I never finished the game or anything, but like I did love the backstories.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
Okay.
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Good dwarf. I like the dwarf.
Halt! nothing!
This is very cyberpunk, man. She's like being like called upon by like the Empire or something. What is this? This is weird.
Get down.
This is Star Wars?
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
We don't
She's
have
fine.
time to get arrested, especially.
Oh. That doesn't look good. Yes, this is like a spaceship, yeah.
Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes.
You know what the term is? Because like this is supposed to be like a medieval RPG, right? And it feels very cyberpunk and everything. It's very sci-fi. It feels very dissonant. It's not a bad thing. It just feels extremely, extremely dissonant. It feels like I'm in like a cyberpunk campaign or something. Like this feels weird.
Let's go.
Not necessarily bad, just weird.
Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza.
Watch out!
The brand new cyberpunk DLC. Yeah.
Is Solus summoning demons on purpose?
My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
Now, I know that perhaps maybe a lot of people were upset that this feels very linear. It's like you're only going on one track and everything. But a lot of video game beginnings are like this. And this is like level 1. This is like the first scene of the entire game. So this makes sense so far. This makes sense so far.
And when the veil comes down completely?
Shadowrun. Yeah. Shadowrun was the term I'm thinking of.
It's
Yeah.
going to look a lot like this.
Okay. Pardon me. What the hell is this? Like, okay, hear me out. This doesn't even look good. Like, whatever aesthetic they're going for, if they're going for medieval, this doesn't make sense. If they're going for demons, the demons in Dragon Age 1 looked infinitely better than this. If they're going for, like, sci-fi, this doesn't even really particularly feel particularly good sci-fi. This just doesn't look good for any of the three. You know, like, I don't know. This feels weird to me.
Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
It feels very Shadowrun. Yeah. Even hell has a budget.
You're safe.
Hold on. I just want to see that crossbow. That dwarven crossbow looked really cool. This is cool. I like this. So far, my favorite part of this entire thing is this character.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the doors quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
X-wing with the crossbow. Yeah.
Harding, you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
Okay.
What about you two?
It's like
Are you
Star
okay?
Wars going on in the background. Ooh. Okay, so we have some actual dialogue choices. Who played 2 and 3, Dragon Age 2 and 3? Because Dragon Age 1 definitely had dialogue choices. Did 2 and 3 have them? Is my question. I have no idea if 2 and 3 had dialogue choices. Night Mage, you played 3. Did 3 have dialogue? 3 did? Okay. Did Dragon Age 2 have, for anyone who played it? They all did? Okay. I was just curious. So it's good that they have it. Dialogue choices are not very common these days.
We're good, but we need to move.
Agreed. Solus isn't waiting, neither can we.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there.
I think the voice acting for the main character, which I do know is a voiced main character, obviously. I do like the voice of the main character.
Where's Nev Gallus?
Yeah, Darkshade brings up a good point. Do these choices actually change anything is the real question. I think this would not. This first one definitely wouldn't. It kind of shows that it doesn't. They all kind of lead the same place. But I'm hoping the later ones do. The first, very, very first one, you know, not doing anything, that's fine because it's kind of like a tutorial telling you this is what a dialogue choice is and this is how they work.
Wasn't she at the meeting point?
But it is an important question to
The
ask
Tory
later on.
got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood
Johnny
mages,
Survivor, yeah.
But their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Rook, you're with the Shadow Dragons. I figured you'd know Minrathous better than I do.
Sure, but Minrathous is huge.
I wonder if her dialogue would change in any meaningful way depending on your background. Like, this is actually an interesting thing. I have no idea if it would.
This is nowhere near my neighborhood. I can try.
Don't worry. Scouting's my specialty. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Demons, here they come.
Why do all the mobs in this game look worse than Dragon Age 1? Yeah, like these demons, these little guy demons. I don't know. Yeah, just sloppy. So they went like full like Final Fantasy 16 style with the combat here. And it looks like there's not really any real choice in terms of moves or anything like that. Like, so far, I don't see any way to control any of your companions, which was a mainstay in Dragon Age 1. You could even do that in tutorial of Dragon Age 1. Yeah, where are my companions off screen? Actually, FF16 also had this problem, and I enjoy FF16. I love it. I'm an FF16 enjoyer. But FF16, you couldn't really control your companions literally almost at all. In some small ways, you could control your dog, but like very, very few ways particularly. Your dog kind of just healed you at random times and random intervals. Kind of like request to heal and stuff like that. Besides that, like you couldn't really control any of your companions. When like Sid was with you, you couldn't like tell him to do anything specific. He would just do his own thing. Auto or control in Dragon Age 3? Okay. So this is a departure then.
I think that's the last of them.
Good. Let's get to Dumont Plaza and find Nev.
I can't tell if the person playing this character is dog shit at playing him, or if the combat is just really bad and you have to like duck out every 5 seconds. Because if it's the latter, I can assume that would be really bad. However, if the guy who's playing the character is just bad at playing him, then that's not really a failing of the game. That's just, you know, the person playing the character.
Patch yourselves up if you need
Something I
it.
noticed.
You are in violation of Imperial order.
I don't get it. If Solus tears down the Veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
Solus always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was.
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants
Yeah, again, it feels like Star Wars, Imperial Order and everything, yeah.
to bring it back.
Even if his ritual kills us all in the process.
So it's like normal attack, heavy attack.
I hate
That fireball parry was pretty nice. That was nice.
these assholes. Looks like the Venatori put up a barrier to block the way.
More intruders!
Avenge our fallen brethren!
Well, it's frostbite. Fun note, I love that there's an activate windows in the bottom right of the gameplay demo. No, this is not really like basically when people are doing like large gaming shows like this, You basically buy like a computer from like Best Buy or whatever, and just slap the demo on there or whatever. It's just like they don't really, you know, set up their own computers beforehand. I'm just laughing about it. I'm just laughing about it. It's just right there. Yeah, can't afford to buy a key. Yeah, yeah, those things are expensive.
All citizens must remain indoors until the magical anomaly is fully contained.
I mean, the show is like 3 days long. That's why they don't do it. Like, I'm not. I want to be clear. I'm not blaming them for doing this. It just cracks me up. It's just funny. It's just a little funny tidbit.
Come on. Guess we're sliding down.
Okay.
They're allies of Neb Gallus! Kill them all!
Oh! Oh, here we go. Okay, so we actually got some abilities now. Well, okay, there's none unlocked, but this is the architecture for being able to use abilities. So we can select, cancel, change target. It looks like it stops time, so it gives you time to actually do things. I'm assuming maybe this is companions? Like, this is his abilities. Wait, do you only have 3 abilities? That's like nothing. Yeah, so it's like a cooldown. This is interesting. This feels very action combat heavy. Yeah, exactly. Spam attacks, dodge sometimes. Yeah.
Take your revenge!
Okay. You know what this reminds me? You know what the companions in this remind me of a little bit? It reminds me of like Kingdom Hearts, but you have less control of your allies. That's what it reminds me of. That's not a good thing. The guard road from Helldivers, yeah.
Alright, hiding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in the city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Neb Gallus, our local expert.
So far, I would say, like, one thing I'm not a big fan of is when beginnings of games are extremely exposition heavy, as opposed to you, like, learning what the world is about. You know? I'm not the hugest fan of that.
He's gonna help
That's
us
just like a
find
stylistic choice, though.
Nev, meet Rook. Both of you have done some work for the Shadow Dragons.
Isn't that a coincidence?
Some old friends said if I was working in Tevinter, the Shadow Dragons are worth trusting.
It's pretty common nowadays. I know, but I don't like it. That's what I mean. Nice job. We need information. You rescue yourself. Okay.
We haven't got a lot of time. Varric said you had a lead on Solus?
You get right to the point.
Wait, that's not what he said at all. He said we need information, but the actual words were completely different. Yeah, that's definitely a problem with some, like, you know, conversation wheels sometimes, where, like, the option does not actually, like, correlate to the choice you made. I don't know. I've never played the other Dragon Age game. Is this in connection? Yeah, this is a direct sequel. So, like, the woman dwarf, she is, like, one of the main characters of Dragon Age Inquisition. And the male dwarf, he's from Dragon Age 2. That much I know for sure. Beyond that, I'm not entirely sure, but like I know this is like a direct sequel. Like each one is a direct sequence of events. Yeah. So like I think I would, in order to play this game, I would have to probably play all of Dragon Age 1 to Inquisition into this in order to like, you know, I guess really make sense of it. I'm not sure about that. Like, I don't know how standalone this is. Like, I don't know how far in the future this is or anything like that. But I do know, like, some of the back histories of some of the characters. I have a lot of friends that are huge fans of the series. And they're the ones that are most upset about this gameplay so far. I'm like, pretty ambivalent right now. It feels, like, a little lackluster. It doesn't feel very RPG-heavy yet. Hopefully that gets better. But so I'm, like, not, like, broken up about this yet. But let's see how it goes. This is relatively close to Inquisition. The Solus they mentioned is Inquisition. Gotcha.
I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in Elven ruins.
Okay.
I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go, before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
I will say that, like, I'm not a big fan of the writing so far. Like, I would say, like, the dialogue writing seems a little lackluster. Like, these characters' motivations, everything like that. The only character that's really fleshed out in any way, shape, or form so far is the dwarf guy.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more.
I mean, it is early days, but just noticing.
I also told you he
Yeah,
was an
Origins is
ancient
in
elven
top 10
god.
for a lot of people.
Oh,
Exactly.
thank God. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
All citizens in the canal districts must remain in their homes.
This is like the Empire, man. All right, the team discovers Solus's hideout and an Illuvian gate. Something that I don't know. The portal he's used to escape the city of Minrathous. Minrathous. That's where they were. They stepped through the gate. This is like them skipping ahead. I don't mind this.
Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
How is the story in the other Dragon Age games? Because, like, I've only played partially through 1. And I can tell you, even partially through 1, and I was, like, at the beginning of 1. And in 1, the story, even at the beginning of the game, already had a lot of nuance. It had kingdoms warring. It had discussions of morality and you know, all kinds of stuff like that. And so far, I see, like, none of that. So when I was saying, like, the writing feels lackluster, I just wanted to give some context. Like, I don't know if 2 and 3 did, you know, poorly with the writing, but yeah, I remember the writing even at the beginning of 1 was really good. Yeah, exactly, Morrigan. Yeah, exactly. I remember that. The Witch Lady. DA games can be played on their own, as they often contain internal codex with some information about the world and past events. Okay, that's good to know, Night Mage. I appreciate that. Origins and Awakening were great. Awakening is 2, right, Link? Grey Warden story and old... Yeah, exactly. Okay. This seems like worse than the tutorial of Final Fantasy XVI's combat. Like, this seems like Final Fantasy XVI's combat, but worse in every way. So far. You see some? We literally only have one ability. Like, you had the ability to unlock, like a fiery uppercut, a double jump, a downward like slash, which you could do on command. You could do the dodge into parry. You could do the dodge into fireball. You could do, you know, just the normal fireball. And that was like, you know, before you unlock other skills or anything like that. I'm just like comparing the two. Yeah, why even bother using it? Yeah, exactly. Like, this is an example of he didn't have to pull out his bow. He just did it to show it off. Like, there was no reason to use even the bow here.
I thought the demons were bad back in Minrathous.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Also, it looks like they simplified items. Because now, health items are like almost like an Estus flask. Whereas beforehand, in Dragon Age Origins, it was like, you know, an entire RPG system of items. You know, you had like buff items, you had heal items, you had this, you had that. You could stack potions, you could do all kinds of shit with items. And I definitely remember that from Origins.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
Okay. Team battles their way deeper in the Arlathian forest until they arrive at Solus's ritual site. Dude, this looks like a cartoon. Yeah, that does not look good. The DJ Demon. Yeah. Yeah, the DJ Demon.
We have to stop this demon quickly.
Okay. Ability wheel is used to issue commands and direct your companions, locked at this point early in the game. Okay, so it looks like we will get some options for companions. That's good. That's a start. That's a start. Okay.
Watch the lightning!
I kind of like the quick recover, but so far that's like the only good thing in this entire fight. So there's a poise bar. One thing I judge fights for, especially with the, you know, action combat, is does the action combat have visual clarity while also remaining interesting? And this does not pass that vibe check. I can tell you that much. The bar in the middle looks like a mobile game hot. The fuck? You're kind of right. I can't. You're not wrong. Bang Legends. I've never seen Bang Legends, but this does look like a mobile game. Yeah, a little bit mobile game feel. Oh god. Oh, that's brutal, man. You know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do, guys? You want to feel sad? Yeah. Darkshade, you kind of nailed it. What we're gonna do is after this is over, because there's only 8 minutes left, we're gonna look up some of the gameplay of Dragon Age Origins, and compare it, like the OG. Darkshade, could you find me a video of something that would be, you know, representative of Dragon Age Origins? If you could find me a video of that, I would really appreciate it. Like, just some combat. The Pride Demon I can look up myself. I'll do it at the I'll do that at the end for sure. Yeah. Okay, I can look at the Pride Demon right now. Let's see what the Pride, because we were talking about the visuals of the Pride Demon. All right. DA Origins. I can't spell. Pride Demon. Holy shit, man. I want to move my face. So they went from this to DJ Slam It. Yeah, no, this looks infinitely cooler. This looks downright diabolical. And this is like it in the fight in the third game even. This is the very first game. So obviously lower poly, but the stylization was, yeah, GJ gobbling these nuts. Yeah, exactly. But like, no, like, look at, see, like, remember when I was talking about graphics versus style? This is a prime example where the style is just so good, it doesn't even matter. He went from Daddy Demon to DJ. Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's not a good sign. That's just genuinely not a good sign. Flesh to neon LED sign. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, dude, look at the visual noise in this battle. This is especially egregious. I hate it when games do this. Basically, if you angle the camera down, right? If the camera is made to be angled this way, why do you make the visual indicator of what is going to hit the ground so dog shit to see? This is infuriating. MMOs do this sometimes. You know, World of Warcraft retail is infamous for doing this, visual noise. You know, like purple overlay in a purple fight with purple abilities, like for example, like things like that. Like this is obviously red, which is why you can see it, but with the angle you can barely see it. Oh my god. Oh, this is infuriating. Because like action combat, you need to be able to see shit. Video from YouTube? Okay. PM it to me, Age. So I can like pull it up easier.
How did a demon this large get through the veil?
It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sensed Solus's ego.
Like, maybe you can move the camera angle and make it better, but like, ugh. Exactly, yeah.
Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
Yeah, semi-transparent wall. That is a prime example. What Nightmage is describing is a prime example of how to make this type of thing work better. Exactly. Hold on. Obligatory dog. We got a dog. Sorry, I had to point that out. Doge.
All right. I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
Again, the only character so far in this entire, 14-minute segment, the only character with any nuance is this guy. This is the only guy that feels like a real character so far. Solus gonna murder him, he's gonna die. Yeah, it definitely doesn't look good for him. But, like, he's the only character that I actually give a shit about in this entire scene. Even above the main character that we're supposed to be playing. Just an example of the writing. Solus doesn't go way back. Oh, gotcha. Varric
Come
was
on,
recruiting.
Varric.
Recurring
We didn't come
character.
all this way just to talk to him.
Ooh, okay. So we actually had a dialogue wheel that made a difference. That is nice. Okay, that's hey, this is a dub. It's a small dub, but it's a dub. He was in DA1. I never played through all of DA1, so I only played through the beginning. Maybe he was. You could be right. There we go. I like that there's approval, disapproval.
He was my friend, Rook.
Yeah, this was in the OG.
Reach him. But if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons.
Rook, take care of the team for me.
Alright, so let's see how diabolical Soul Ass looks. We've never seen Soul Ass so far.
Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Let's buy him some time.
The man is lacking some hair, that's true.
I hope Varric is getting through to Solus.
We better talk fast. We can't.
That's so mean. Elf Asmongold? This is fucked, man. Oh my god. Oh my lord.
Hold these demons off forever.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. Every time I see this combat, I get a little more sad. Every single time. This combat looks like absolute ass. Like, I'm really sorry. I just can't get over how fucking bad this combat is. I love how he chooses the ability like it would do anything more than a normal attack. Literally, there's no reason.
The veil is a wound inflicted upon this world.
Okay.
It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the...
She seems a little
People
out of touch.
are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
I thought he was gonna pop his head.
People are always dying.
Exactly,
It is
Darkshade, yeah.
what they do.
Okay, that was the best line in the entire trailer so far. People are dying, Varric. People are always dying. That's what they do. That shit was stone cold. That was the best writing in the entire fucking 20 minutes. That line cooked.
We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
That's fair. That's fair.
Fine.
I just want to let you
But
know you
don't
could.
back up. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Okay, okay, we'll follow you into greater danger. We don't know what that means. Choose wisely. Decision will impact your companions. So it's like, I guess, different like things that they could do. One is a mage, one is an archer, and this probably like actually affects your standing. There you go. I'm so proud of you. Ooh.
Let's go, Hardy. Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
Right, exactly.
Stand your hesitance. What now must be done. Being past your comprehension.
Just poking at it over and over again as the health bar goes down is so weird, man. Yeah, you gotta punch the wall. Oh my god. It's just so weird, man. Yeah, exactly. So this is what I call fake choice. You don't really have a choice. It's basically railroading you into doing a thing. And it's just kind of like making you go through. It's almost like a quick time event, you know? It feels like a quick time event.
Why tear down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
Okay.
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but
It isn't falling. We need to push it.
I'm with you.
Together, now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
I think Varric and Soul Ass are like the only two people that are written well in this entire 22-minute gameplay. Yeah, exactly. Cool animations for interacting with the environment. Very important. Yeah. You know what's sad? You know what's sad? I almost prefer the type of thing that they were doing in the reveal trailer. So here's what the reveal trailer was. And this makes it feel like a heist. And people were upset about this. After watching the gameplay that we just saw, I kind of want to go back to this. I'll show this and then we'll check out the stuff.
Not looking good, old friend. This'll take more than you and me.
Welcome, Froggle. Welcome, Darl.
What are you thinking?
We need someone to be our eyes and ears in the shadows.
And someone to bring a little darkness to the daylight.
Like, this at least feels, you know, different. Like they're trying something unique here. And it seems to have some nuance. I don't know. Like, this is weird. Timu silence. Oh, God. The silence at home.
Digging up a lot of buried secrets.
Now, this does feel very cartoony. However, this at least feels unique as opposed to what we saw in the gameplay. The gameplay just felt like watered down everything. It felt like this trailer's for a heist game. And like, but at least it's unique, right? Like, that's what I'm saying. I almost prefer this to the actual gameplay. Yeah, this looks, that's what I'm trying to say, Nightmare. You're saying it perfectly. This looks more exciting than the gameplay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh god. Oh man, that's so sad.
What about Darkspawn?
Yeah. Someone who will stand between us and a pack of demons.
You know there will be dragons.
Right.
Payday 2, Dragon Age, yeah.
We'll need someone with fire in their blood. One more thing. This crew needs a leader. Someone we can count on. Someone that the world can count on.
I love how they make you look so badass, and the gameplay is just fucking dog shit. God. Like, dude, you're like throwing shit at the environment. You're like making chandeliers fall. You're like, slip and slide in, like doing all kinds of cool shit here. And the gameplay is like none of that, dude. The gameplay is like none of that.
But where are we gonna find her?
What? No, I mean, like, the graphics, they went very photorealistic with the faces and everything. That's where a lot of the money went into. Like, they focused a lot on that. But the problem is, like, graphics don't sell games. Graphics don't make games. Good gameplay makes games. And we're going to watch some gameplay in just a few minutes of Dragon Age Origins. And, I remember the little bit that I played of Dragon Age Origins, and I fucking loved that combat. There was so much nuance, so many things you could do. And it's like, Christ, man. Like, holy fuck. Yeah, the gameplay of what we just saw the main character do with the chandelier and everything is just spamming R1 over and over and over again. In the actual gameplay. Yeah. Dude, how do you make the dragon right here look like How to Train Your Dragon? This looks like How to Train Your Dragon. How do they make the villains look so dog shit? I don't understand. Fear series hot garbage. Gotcha. I never played the Fear series. Toothless is scary. Yeah, Toothless is badass. Like, oh my god, man. I don't understand. How do you make a dragon look non-threatening? It's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing. All right, so let's see the original gameplay trailer. Original trailer of Dragon Age Origins. Right here. And then Mage Power sent us a video of... We'll do the combat basics, I think. Because that feels like most analog to what this would be. And we're going to compare the two, guys. We're going to compare the two. And keep in mind, when did Dragon Age Origins come out? I think it's, what, like 15 years old? 20 years old?
They're coming.
Tonight, we have vengeance.
We are the Grey Wardens, men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. We have watched and...
Look how fucking brutal this is. Look how fucking medieval this is, man. Like, this is... I knew I wasn't fucking taking crazy pills. I remember that this was actually a fantasy, like, medieval kind of crazy, story.
Waited for the Darkspawn to return. And although we are few now...
I am at your disposal, Grey.
Holy shit, man. What happened? What happened? Look at this. Remember, chat, what they took from us. This is the reason I'm pointing it out. Always, anytime one of these new games takes something and fucks with it, yeah, exactly. Look at what they took from us.
Disposal, Grey Wardens.
The Darkspawn must be stopped here and now.
Dude, look how fucking metal this guy was. This demon actually looks like a demon. And he acts like a demon. He doesn't look like some fucking DJ. He fucking like takes the dude. This is like Diablo style demon. Where you just take it and just slits his throat. Blood splattering all over his face. This is grim dark, man.
Yeah.
This is grim dark. It's like a Doom demon. Holy shit, man. This design cooks. This is like a fucking demon design, man. Like, yeah. Yeah, titties? Shit, man. It looks weird. It looks weird as fuck. This is some good fucking design. Dude, look at that execute, man. He's just like fucking like oh my god. This is some cooking. Oh wait, is this Soul-Ass? Wait, is this literally Soul-Ass right here? I think this is Soul-Ass. Or is this like Soul-Ass's analog? It's like this is the version of Soul-Ass over here. No? Okay, it's not. It's just another random mage. Okay. Never mind. I just saw another bald dude, so I just assumed they're the same person. Hey yo. Hey yo. That's how generic old Soul-Ass looked. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, guys. Like, this is cooking. This is cooking.
There is no turning back.
Wait, what? Bro, they're just having sex in this trailer too, man. What in the world, man? They're going hard in this. Holy sh... I don't think I ever saw this trailer. I think I bought the game without even seeing the trailer. I'm not gonna lie.
Maker, help us all.
Dude, this is like end of the world shit, man. This is crazy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Riot Games took away Graves' cigar, for example. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, this is cooking. Dude, I need to play through... What? This is the ending scene of the trailer? Dude, look at this demon! Not a single demon looked like this in the entire 20 minutes, and this is only a minute and a half long. How the absolute hell, man? Oh my god. Yeah, this man eats DJs. Yeah. Holy shit. What happened? What the fuck happened, man? This trailer cooked the shit out of 20 minutes of the previous thing. All right, let's see the gameplay. Let's see the gameplay. This is the Dragon Age Origins Combat Basics.
Hey everyone. This is Django. Just thought I'd do a quick video about combat basics in Dragon Age.
Oh no! I want to see a battle. Is there like an intro battle or like maybe the tutorial without, you know, some dude talk in the background? Let's see this. The combat system dev diary. Let's see this. I have no idea. That's a good question.
when we set down to design the combat system for Origins, I
This
think
is
we were
relevant.
trying to modernize a classic. Baldur's Gate 2 has always been a reference point for us as the game that really let you feel like you were mixing classes, abilities, combinations, smart planning, and on-the-moment thinking. So we decided to modernize that. Realistic combat fighting styles, like actually, you know, the weight of the sword, the presence of a maul smashing into a body, all of these things are really key for us. And I think what we resulted in is something you just have to think of as like sword porn. It's for the enthusiast.
Sword porn. Oh yeah. Yeah, Nightmare says it well. You can tell Baldur's Gate is no longer their inspiration. Oh god. And you know what's so crazy, Nightmage? We just came out of Baldur's Gate 3, which is easily, I would say, the best RPG ever made. And we're going from Baldur's Gate 3 to Dragon Age 4. Or what is it called again? Veilguard. And it's like, dude, what? How? Yeah, I played Vecna. I did play Vecna. I actually covered a trailer on Vecna as well, and I discussed how I was going to play Dead by Daylight because I'm a Dungeons and Dragons absolute nerd. Yeah, I played it. Vecna's really fun.
In terms of looking at source material, I think you have to look at classics. You know, The Lord of the Rings, 300, and certainly, you know, even some of the older stuff. Go back to the really best fight scenes you'd find in the Conan movies even. This is a brutal time to be in, and we wanted to evoke that feeling. What we wanted to achieve was the sense that you could be both the general, lieutenant, that kind of commander role.
Yeah. And look at this armor design, man. Like, I don't mind the armor design for your main character. I was saying, like, it looks pretty cool. It looks okay. But this, like, actually cooks compared to
as well
Veilguard.
as the guy just leading the charge. So we've put together several systems, including a tactics system that lets you fully control the AI of your characters.
Wow. You can fully control the Wait, what? You can actually change exactly what all of your companions do. When visible, you do this. When armor, they do this. If someone has a buff, you target that fucker first. If someone used a buff, you can go for that. If someone's stunned, kill that person. Yeah, basic macros. Yeah, exactly. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. Yeah, no. Ryan, we just looked up Dragon Age Veilguard, the brand new one. And we looked up the gameplay of it, and it was like a 20-minute gameplay trailer, and it looked not good. And so we're comparing that, which we saw, back to what they had 20 years ago with the original Dragon Age Origins.
And, of course, just smart reactions to the way the enemies occur. So you kind of have that moment where you plan. You see the enemy, you're thinking, like, how do I enact this grand strategy to make these characters do as much friggin' damage as I can? And then once you charge in there, the battle's just a swirling melee. You've got positioning, moving your rogues around behind so they're just jamming their swords into kidneys. You have your warriors just holding that line, and your mages kind of holding the back line, just raining death upon your foes. So it's very in your face once you're in.
And meanwhile, with Veilguard, you have literally zero control over your companions, almost. Like, you have, like, you maybe have, like, 1/100th of the control in Veilguard. Holy smokes, man. Holy smokes. No, they showed, like, the little ability wheel Night Mage, and you could have, like, 1, 2, 3 ability for companion 1, 1, 2, 3 companion ability for companion 2. And that's it. That is like the extended control you had. That's the comparison. It's like nothing. Like, I mean, we didn't have any abilities unlocked, which, I mean, to be fair, it's early game. But even if those were filled with abilities, you didn't really have anything to do. Like, it was crazy. Strawberry Soju, welcome, my friend.
Engage, but you always have that little moment just before where you go, oh, I know what's coming, and here's my plan. often what you want to do is deal with the strategic impact of the equipment and the talents that you've chosen. So you want to try and mix your characters for maximum effectiveness. All characters have a sense of whether they're being flanked or whether the character's directly behind them. There's direct bonuses to everyone who's making attacks from those kind of harder to defend arcs. Even the sense of...
Yeah, we literally get a dog. Yeah, we actually get a dog.
You know, what weapon, what side are you using can affect things like sweeping attacks when you're swinging double weapons. You can certainly use barricades, walls, things like that to block incoming enemy fire, so you can actually make advances carefully under cover. And then things like elevation really do play into the mechanics as well. Even what you wear affects the tactics you're going to employ in Dragon Age Origins. The heaviest armors in the game are going to protect you, but at the same time, they're going to slow you down. You're going to be fatigued just by wearing them, so you won't be able to pull off as many special moves.
I wonder if there was any, like, we didn't see, you know, I'm suspicious. We didn't see any at all, like, leveling RPG mechanics or anything like that in the entire Veilguard trailer, or like the Veilguard gameplay of 20 minutes. I'm suspicious why they didn't show it. They didn't show any level ups. They didn't show any spell selection. They didn't show any of that. Yeah, we saw the mobile game hotbar of level 1 Crook. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And, like, you know, Final Fantasy 16 already was, like, you know, going, you know, a little bit too much the action side away from the RPG side. And I feel like it's probably going to be even worse with Dragon Age Veilguard. Now, we don't know that. We haven't seen it. But just saying.
Finishing moves are the way that we've managed to basically imply that the combat has a momentum. Finishing move is this awesome visceral moment where it's, you know, sword through the chest, boom, off comes his head.
We didn't see a single finishing move in the gameplay 20 minutes, did we guys? We didn't see a single decapitation. We didn't see a single, like, you know, skewering. I know, Ryan. I played the beginning of it. I have.
You know, smashing
It's
a guy
great.
with a maul so he goes spinning through the air and lands in front of you. Or possibly killing a really large creature by actually climbing on top.
Dude, look how this dragon looks compared to the How to Train Your Dragon of Veilguard.
Top of it and jamming your blade in.
We had some stunt actors from the movie 300, like doing some cool swings, cool death blow moves.
And it's not just about flash. As you wear your opponents down, the game is dynamically adjusting the incidence of these happenings. We are essentially rewarding your combat dominance. As your opponents are worn down, their morale's starting to break, and you are just crushing them on the battlefield, you'll notice that your characters are finishing them with far more frequency.
Another thing Nightmare says is back when this all launched, that trailer, the dev diary and other tidbits were all released at once. So you got like a whole bunch of details what you're saying. Yeah. And meanwhile, they're like, I mean, this is like a modern gaming trend where, you know, you'll have companies like Larian Studios, which will give you this level of detail. Shit, you could play like the entire first act in early access happily. They even showed bear sex. It was great. And then you compare it to pretty much every other modern gaming company almost, and they give you like nothing. They give you like no information. You have to scour the internet for a screenshot. Oh my god, I do hate that modern gaming trend. I agree with you.
More heads come off, more chests are pierced. It's pretty fantastic. Designing combat isn't just about, you know, rules and a couple of animations. It's about the entire experience as far as I'm concerned. When a player comes out of a combat, what I really want is that sense of tension and then that release of, man, look at what I just pulled off. That sense of
I think you know what I think we should do? When Dragon Age Veilguard comes out, we just play Origins.
Orchestrating something. I don't want to make a game of just
like
softballs and you're like, oh yeah, I killed that guy again. No, I want you to feel challenged and like you were rewarded for playing smart. For me, one of the most exciting parts, I think, will be the war stories. You know, the forum posts, the water coolers. People even on the team are already discussing ways they dealt with Boss X, and that's pretty cool and very, very,
Just
very
fans send this very dev diary to Bioware. Yeah,
was one that they played and it was for them.
Where did this dev go? Where is he? I just want to make sure he's okay. Does he need to blink twice? Do you guys have him hostage? Is he dead? God forbid. Like, does he work at the company still? Where is he? Where is this man? Bring him back, please. You need him back.
Dragon Age is a big game. And while that's a great value for the consumer, it's a giant pain in the ass.
There was a lot of long nights, there was a lot of hard crunch, but I mean, when you're working on something that you love, you don't really mind so much.
Working with our team was awesome. I mean, everybody put in
the art really cooks in this, man. Like, this really holds up. I'll look him up. I'll give you the video afterwards, Nightmage.
It was big. At our peak, we were around 150 people, but we really came together as a team. And it doesn't really matter anymore if you're a programmer or you're an artist. It just matters that you want to make the best thing possible.
I think one of the greatest challenges was...
Oh, here we go. Mike Laidlaw.
Was understanding that our audience has grown up. The industry as a whole is older. It's not this thing relegated to kids anymore. And understanding that what we almost had was a...
Oh, man. I think that nails it, guys. Veilguard is like almost kidified. It's like dumbed down for like kids. Oh my god. They toned down the violence. Cartoonish, yeah. They toned down the looks of the demons. They toned down the nuance of the discussions and the intro. The like only 2 characters had any real nuance in the entire 20-minute gameplay trailer. They toned down everything. Like, holy smokes, yeah.
Mandate to make sure that the game
know
had,
your audience.
Punch.
In some ways, we felt like we were out to prove ourselves as not only a team but as a company again. And I don't know, that was something that was very exciting.
Dragon Age is a funny game in some respects because it's something that
the lead writer. Check what happened to this guy, Nightmage. I'm just curious. David Gator. And figure out what Yellow Brick Games did. So the creative director, Mike Laidlaw, he didn't work on Veilguard, obviously. He changed he started a new company.
You're not going to understand the breadth of it and the scope of the world until you sit down and you actually find yourself in the middle of it. And,
dude, we got lots of dogs. We got like a dog and a
so
wolf.
Much here.
Dragon Age is a universe that has a story that spans thousands of years. Dragon Age Origins takes place over maybe a year, maybe 2 years at most, depending on how exactly you're playing it. So as you can imagine, there's hundreds and hundreds of additional stories to tell in this same space. And I think you're going to see a lot.
That's exactly one of the reasons Elden Ring's writing is just superior to, all the other Dark Souls writing. Is so everyone was wondering like, oh, well, did George R.R. Martin like really do anything? Like, what the fuck was the point of having him on the team? Blah blah blah. Guys, he wrote like 1,000 years worth of history of the events of Elden Ring. He didn't write like Elden Ring itself. He wrote the past, all of the past, and that is why there's like so much rich nuance to like what each characters, what these gods and stuff did, what these kingdoms were, and so on and so forth. I'll read that afterwards, Nightmage. Yeah.
More coming from us soon.
Holy smokes, man. All right. So so this is a quote from David Gator, the writer of Dragon Age Origins. Even Bioware, which built its success on the reputation for good stories and characters, slowly turned from a company that vocally valued its writers to one where we were quietly resented, with a reliance on expensive narratives seen as the albatross holding the company back. And he said this in 2023, middle of May of 2023. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I can see why the writing got worse, guys. I understand. I see it. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. Yeah, that makes complete sense. That makes complete sense. What is this? Okay, this is like the cinematic fight. We don't want the cinematic. I think we're good. I think we're... Oh, wait. No, this is actually fighting.
I'll get on it.
So this is an example of the actual fight. Okay, so you have, like, abilities here. You have all of your dudes here. They're all in the fight. Oh, shit! The ogre just picked you up. Your dudes are using skills. You have multiple skills. Okay, you have an entire hotbar of things to do. He's an ogre. He's a real boy. Whoa! What the fuck? Alistar just went ham. Damn. Dude, I didn't see even the main character do anything like that in the entire... Okay, you could actually take control of your actual characters. You could take control of a companion, cast a spell, next companion, so on and so forth, set up combos, and then unpause the combat and watch them do the thing. Interesting, interesting.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Yeah, don't fuck around, girl. God damn. Yeah, dude, like, that's already, like, so much more than in Veilguard. Yeah, I mean, why would you want to do all this, guys, when you could just spam R1? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's that spamming R1 looking mighty. I'm being sarcastic. Oh, God. Holy shit, man. Yeah. You know, I was wondering why people were so mad about Dragon Age Veilguard. And I get it. I get it. I understand. I'd be pissed off too. Shit, man. I haven't even played through Dragon Age 2 at all. I've never even touched Exposition. I've never even really played all that much of Dragon Age 1. I've played like maybe about 20 odd hours total. And I did all of the backstories, which, by the way, was really cool. Every single backstory had awesome, fantastic nuance. Absolutely, absolutely. Holy smokes. Night Mage, what is this quote from? Our games and audience were lovers of deep tactical and RPG games where you have to pause the game sometimes and actually think about the gameplay. So we're going to make our next game spam R1 and occasionally hit a few of the buttons while running forward. Oh, okay, okay. You're memeing them. I got you. I understand. Oh, God. Holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to sound like a Debbie Downer, guys, but I'm not going to lie. Dragon Age Veilguard, it looks like a regression in every single way. Like, that's really sad. That's really, really sad, man. How the mighty have fallen. Ooh. Holy shit. And you know what I compare it to, guys? You know what I compare it to? You know what I compare it to? I compare it to Baldur's Gate. Larian Studios. Larian Studios created Divinity 1. And I'm talking about, like, janky-ass Divinity. They did like 2 other Divinity games. Then they made Divinity Original Sin 1, which built upon everything and made it, like, you know, much more nuanced, much more broad. Then they did a Divinity Original Sin 2, which honed it further. And then they did Baldur's Gate 3, which perfected everything they did. And do you know why? Because Larian Studios' head said, we don't dump our people in the middle of the games. Like, as soon as we release a game, we don't dump half our team. We don't sell them off to the highest bidder because, you know, we're in between games. We keep them because they're our investment. Our people, our developers are our investment. You can find this online. You can look it up and find his exact words. Like, I don't remember the exact words. Sven's exact words, that the absolute hero. And this is what happens when you do that. This is what happens when you have things and systems and people that build upon their previous knowledge and the previous things they did. You get a gem like Baldur's Gate 3. You get an absolute god tier game like From Software's Elden Ring. That's what happens in comparison. Oh my god. Holy smokes. All right, if you guys like the video, give it a like, give it a sub, share it with your friends and chat. I hope you enjoyed the discussion. Now, I wanted to read what this guy wrote. Or gal wrote, Claire Lewis. New Dragon Age. The Veilguard trailer shows... Oops. I'm trying to turn my music off. Did we see the same thing? Or did they have something else? Because look at what she's writing. Dragon Age, the Veilguard trailer shows off stylish combat, hard choices, and unique art direction. Did we watch the same trailer that this lady watched? Like, what? What hard choices? What stylish combat? What, I mean, uniquely bad art direction, maybe. Uniquely worse art direction, perhaps? Who is this? You know, I'm curious. Oh. She plays Apex Legends. Well, you know, if Apex Legends is your main game, you know, maybe this does have a lot of depth for this game for her. Oh my god, man. Wait, if she plays Apex Legends, why the fuck is she writing for this game? I don't understand. Anyways, let's read what she wrote. BioWare has given Dragon Age fans another look at its latest edition of the series, this time via a new gameplay trailer. The trailer features an extended gameplay sequence from early game quests. Sees custom player-made character, who goes by Rook in this instance, meeting up with some familiar faces as he tries to stop Soul Ass from completing a ritual that will rip open the veil. If Soul Ass is successful, untold havoc will be wrought upon the inhabitants of Thedas. And, like, none of this means anything to us. Teaming up with everyone's favorite dwarven... Like, dude, compare this to the intro to Dragon Age Origins. I remember one of them was, like, the noble background, right? And as the noble background, you're, like, literally a noble in a house. And like, I played all of the backgrounds. I remember this very clearly. There was, like, what, 8 backgrounds? 6 backgrounds? Something like that. It was numerous backgrounds. And as the noble of the house, you're like doing your chores and shit like that. You're training, blah, blah, blah. And your like entire family gets murdered in fucking front of you. And you have to escape. And you're the sole survivor. And that is like the driving force behind your motivation. And in another one, you're like a mage. And you're in the mage tower. And you get suckered into either doing it or not doing it. There's like an entire like forbidden ritual or something like that. And that choice will drive you forward. You either do the choice where you are part of the ritual and you have to like fight your way out because now you've like done something that they don't approve of, or you just get blamed for it and then you have to fight your way out. But like it gives you like an entire like nuanced backstory with like written characters and everything. And meanwhile, this is just like, we don't know what the hell is going on. And it looks like it doesn't change between characters. 2 minutes of ads? It should be like 2 minutes. Sorry about that. Teaming up with everyone's favorite dwarven archer, Varric. He was cool. I liked Varric. I thought with Varric, they were cooking. Yeah, exactly. Instinctively, exactly. Lovable former Inquisition Scout Harding and Minrathis' resident mage / detective, Nev Gallus. Rook hack and slashes. Hack and slash is very true. It was very hack and slashy. His way through various demons that have begun slipping out of the veil. At a glance, Veilguard's third-person combat looks smooth and satisfying. Giving the player's choice to attack in real time, pull a combat wheel, pausing times to decide which power they want to make use of. These are like... We did not look at the same thing. Yeah. Maybe they got like more information than we did. Each with his class has a skill tree. Has she seen the skill tree? Because we didn't get any semblance of a skill tree. After fighting off a pride demon, Rook and his fellow Veil Guards get within sight of Soul Ass, who's distracted by the whole tearing a hole in the reality thing. The writing in this article is almost as bad as the writing in Veilguard. The Varric decides now would be a great time for a chat, directing Rook, Harding, and... Wait, what? What do you mean? That's not what happened at all! He like... What? She entirely skipped, like, the only interesting part of the entire gameplay trailer, which is that Varric knows the guy. And they, like, went on the entire adventure from a previous game. So they have history, and Varric believes that they're still good in this soul-ass guy. Like, that was, like, one of the only, like, interesting thing. I don't understand. Unfortunately, his attempt at getting the elven god to see reason has gone awry, and Solas zaps Varric's crossbow, realizing things have gone sideways. This is just like, yeah, I don't know. Hoping to create a domino effect that'll interrupt the ritual, he has a decision to make. Should he bring Harding with him or Nev? An option appears, and Rook decides to take Harding, which earns approval. Interestingly, the wheel provides some extra information about the choice, revealing that Nev is more likely to follow the player to serious danger. This is like the... Yeah, this is some interesting information. That's like literally it. I don't know. Like, this didn't... I feel like she got something completely different out of the trailer than we did. I don't know. I'm not a big fan. Insider information? Maybe. I mean, I think this is like, yeah, this lady clearly never played the other Dragon Age games, and she is obviously a freaking Apex main. Where the greatest amount of nuance that you'll have is like a paragraph background writing. So I feel like compared to a paragraph background writing on an Apex character, this feels like an absolute book. Yeah, positive spin piece. Yeah, dude, this is why gaming journalism is just dead. Like, this is, my God, this is literally why gaming journalism is dead, man.